Hi there, I'm Coach Beto with Orange County Virtual School, and this is a navigation video for Peer Counseling 1, and it also applies to Peer Counseling 2, since you'll navigate in a pretty similar manner. All right, so what I wanted to show you here is just the start page or the announcement page for your course, and you'll have the information you need here. You'll see your pace chart for what you should do each week. The week you start will be week 1, and then your assignments that are due each week. You can work a little bit quicker than the pace chart, but you can't complete the course any quicker than 14 days. So 2 weeks is the minimum for the course. 7 to 8 weeks would be the maximum. You must work weekly in order to keep your spot in the class as well as stay on pace. And you may work faster again, but just not slower, and you may not skip any appointments or any assignments. You will need to make one appointment through the course, and that is for this DBA right here. The way you'll do that is you'll click over here on Make an Appointment. You can pick a time that works for you, and you'll see all my openings, and that allows you to select a time that works best for you. It may show you this, it may not at the moment, I'm not sure, but when you click on it, it will open a whole nother app that allows you to pick that time. All right, back to the course over here. You have some information here on getting started. If you haven't completed your welcome process, it's the same information that I sent you. You can also look for it here. The Google contact form, also from your welcome contact, can also be accessed right here. This navigation video you're watching right here will be this link, and then appointment link is here as well as the button over here. Here are my hours and my contact information, so that's always easy to find. And you'll see other things on this page that'll change from time to time. Star students, some different quotes from Maui. And just know that all assignments are always graded within 48 hours, and phone calls, emails, and texts are returned within 24 hours, with the exceptions being weekends, holidays, and if we're off to a conference. But you'll always know about that. Sometimes I'll put a scrolling banner at the top of your page, so you'll see additional information that way. One of the first tasks that I like everyone to do is to click next to your name. There's a little arrow or a caret, and you can click on Account Preferences. What that does is allows you to use side navigation. You can click Yes, save the changes, and you'll see on the left-hand side here, some easy access buttons will appear. These buttons can also be accessed in this hamburger menu at the top, but it's just a little bit easier to find things when they're all laid out for you, and those are the most frequently used buttons that you'll have as well. You'll want to make sure that you're checking your email at least every other day, see if there's any information or feedback from your assignments. And you'll also have access to your gradebook and assessments over here. Gradebooks and assessments can be a little tricky. I recommend always using gradebook and not just using assessments. Assessments and gradebook at the beginning of your course will look the same, but once you do any assignments, it will actually make that assignment disappear and you'll never see it again. And the only way to access it is to go in Gradebook. So if you just get in the habit of going to Gradebook, it's a little bit easier. You'll see all your assignments here, and you'll see that they're color-coded if it's waiting for grading, if it's been graded and passing, if it's been grading and failing, or if it's been exempted. And you'll see the information. You can also click on the assignment and see any feedback that I have sent you as well. If it's specific feedback that I need you to see, I'll email it to you as well, so you'll see it there as well. You'll always see your percentage here of the course that you've completed and your current grade. Usually we'll tell you, mine's a little bit different since the teacher view, what week you're in, somewhere around this area. It'll say week 1, week 2, week 3, so that'll help you. Weeks do change on Tuesday, so just note that if you look on a Monday, you might want to add 1. And that's simply because we activate on Tuesdays, since there are so many Monday holidays throughout the school year. All right, so that's the difference with assessments and gradebooks. So that's really important stuff there, but even more important is how to get to lessons. So you want to look at that top button. You can also access it from the book here. This actually gets you to the course. A lot of times students will click on assessments or gradebook and think that, oh, that's all they have to do, and they click on it and it's right there. Well, that's where you turn your assignments in. This is where you actually do your reading. This is kind of your online textbook. So this is the course, and this is the way it's broken up into different units. Think of them as modules or chapters. So as you go through, it'll show you the welcome, the getting started, everything you need. But if you click on the arrows, it usually will guide you straight through. So if you start with the welcome, up at the top, you'll see those arrows. and it will tell you in different languages. Choose the language appropriate for you. You'll watch the video, and then you make sure you scroll through. Generally, the assignments are on the last page. This is still telling you about getting started information, but it will start telling you. So here's the entrance survey, and it tells you to click the entrance survey, and then it's going to give you a code. But make sure that you're reading this. All your assignments are going to be in boxes like this. Okay, you can always get back to the home, and so you can jump to whichever unit you're in. Okay, so that's the most important thing of how to navigate for peer counseling once you've gotten started. When you turn in your assignments, let's go back to Gradebook. So you have an assignment that you've completed. It's in a Word document. You've saved it. Now you need to know how to turn it in. So what you'll do is you'll go to an assignment. Let's use this one as an example. Click on the assignment, and it'll ask you, some of them, if it's just 1 word or 2 words or very short, you can put your information in the comment section. But if it's an actual assignment asking you for your writing, make sure that you do it on a separate document. And then you'll add it as a file. So you click on that, and then it'll want to search files. Find your file. Maybe a good way to keep your documents is to keep them on the desktop, or create a folder where you're always saving your peer counseling work, so you know where to find it. Once you upload it, you're going to want to make sure that you click this box, Submit for Grading. See how when you click that box, it changes Submit for Grading and Save for Later? So Submit for Grading means you're through with the assignment, you want to turn it in. Save for Later means you're halfway done and you're not quite ready to submit it just yet for whatever reason. If you do not click that Submit for Grading button, I will not see your assignment ever to grade. So make sure that you do click both of those. All right, so again, some assignments will go here in the comments. If it's a longer assignment with writing, you're going to make sure you upload it there. Let's go back to the main gradebook. You'll see all your assignments are in order here. The enrichment activity 1 is for your badge. If you have not ever completed an online class with us, that's where you would put that. And then all below here are the assignments. Your exam will have a password since it is the last thing to be done, and you'll need to make sure everything else was already done before requesting that password. Okay, so that's just a quick overview on how to get around. If you click that home button, you'll go back to the announcement page. Again, most of the information you're going to need will be on this page. You can always reach out, text me, call me, email me, whatever works best, and I'll be glad to help. The worst thing you can do is not contact me with a question and sit there for 2 weeks and not do anything. So make sure you keep your spot in the class by working weekly and staying on pace. Thanks, and I look forward to seeing your work.